everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Jane and this channel is all about fragrances. Do check out other perfume videos in the channel. I have range reviews, individual perfume reviews, fragrance battles, smell like your favorite celebrity videos, a couple of haul videos. I cover designer, niche, indie, and celebrity perfumes. So if that's something you're interested in, head on down below. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Click on the bell icon to be notified of future videos and uploads. Make sure to thumbs up this video as well. It will help the channel a lot. In today's video, we will be sampling Maison Margiela Replica perfumes. I have here the Replica Memory Box perfume set containing 10 2ml spray samples. Plus, I will be throwing in 4 perfumes not included in this set, just because I happen to have them. I got this discovery set from Sephora and this retails for $35 US. The perfume inside are a combination of male, female, and mostly unisex targeted fragrances, so there's something for everyone. This brand has recently landed in our shores and is now available at Rustan's department store, physical and online. We can now visit their kiosk and start to sample these fragrances. The Replica line launched in 2012, all in eau de toilette concentration, and as the name Replica implies, these are fragrances that smell like memories, fragrances that tell a story. The concept behind the Replica is to take the wearer back to a potential time in their lives and relive the moment. Let's see if these perfumes truly bring us back in time. I will start off with the only female targeted fragrance in this set, Beach Walk. This launched in 2012 and is one of the first 3 Replica fragrances to release. This fragrance is frequently compared to Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc, vanilla vibes from Juliette Sagan, Olympia by Paco Rabanne, Nest, Sunkissed Hibiscus, Mugler, Alien Goddess, and many more. Successful in triggering a memory? Yes. This smells very sunscreeny, probably the most sunscreeny among the fragrances I've mentioned a while ago, and is supposed to trigger summer vacation memories. This has a salty marine mineral quality there in the background, as well as tropical florals and warm ambery vanilla touches. But sunscreen mostly. This is undeniably feminine smelling. If you're going for that sun-kissed tropical vacation vibe, this one's for you. On me, this surprisingly stayed for at least 4 hours. The opening is a bit strong on that sunscreen smell, like newly applied sunscreen on skin. Then it dies down to a more pleasant vanilla and ilang-ilang scent with that salty marine and sunscreen undertone. The next 2 are male targeted perfumes. At the Barbers is what you'd expect it to be, a fougere, literally a barbershop perfume. This smells aromatic, fresh, a little spicy, a little mossy. This one is definitely for a man. This is what a good smelling, newly showered man would smell like. This is a very traditional manly perfume, or should I say cologne. My husband tried this out for me and he liked it very much. Scent-wise, he was just bummed by the fact that it didn't last long on his skin, although he said he won't mind overspraying or re-spraying this. This stayed on fabric longer though. This scent is still on my husband's shirt when I took it to laundry. Jazz Club. This to me smells of booze admixed with a pleasant cigar smell, not ashy or stale. Sweetly warm, yet nothing too much. I haven't been to an actual jazz club, but if this is what it smells like, then I want to be there. My husband owns a bottle. I quite agree that this is more of a scent I want to smell on a man rather than on me, but I heard that a lot of women also enjoy wearing this themselves. I imagine this to be for cooler nights and colder seasons, perhaps for the monsoon and bare months locally. Being an eau de toilette, this does not smell too dense for daytime cool weather wear. Although of course the drawback is longevity. This you definitely have to respray if you're going out or out for more than 4 hours or so. I also imagine this to be a good perfume to wear to go out on a date for a man. Something here smells inviting and sexy. The other 7 perfumes in this set are marketed as unisex. Under the Lemon Trees is for you who loves lemons and fragrances with a touch of green tea, some herbal spices, some woodiness, and a little sweetness thrown in. I feel that this is perfectly unisex. Nothing groundbreaking, a basic, comforting, relaxing citrus perfume. The lemon here I quite like. I don't particularly like lemon in perfumes, FYI, as this note could easily go into lemon cleaner direction. Here, it is perfectly perfumey. This smells more tea-like and green as this dry down. This refreshing scent will make for a great perfume on a hot and humid day. Longevity on me is under 2 hours in this tropical weather. Sailing Day definitely evokes the freshness of a vivifying sailing day. This smells aquatic, ozonic, and marine but nothing too salty or something. This smells of sea breeze initially, drying down more seawater on skin smell. This is super fresh, it's almost thirst quenching. It has a little bit of sweetness which for me makes this lean a little feminine but smells unisex overall. This is going to be an enjoyable perfume for when it's super hot outside and you instantly feel sticky because of the humidity. Spray this on for instant cooling effect. This would have been full bottle worthy for me if not for the performance. I have to tell you, this sucks in terms of longevity. This is gone after literally 30 minutes on my skin. Not even a faint skin scent is left on my skin after that. Springtime in a Park is basically a Lily of the Valley perfume to me. That's all I ever get in here and I like it very much. Lily of the Valley has a green vegetal undertone to it that smells pretty much like the sprouts of green in springtime. I visited the US and the UK in spring and you kind of get that nondescript floral scent in the air admixed with wafts of vegetation here. This is a little too sweet for my liking but only in the opening. The sweetness smells more subdued as this dries down. As this smells musky, powdery, the longer it stays on my skin. Overall, this is a light perfume, light on the florals, nothing that will induce a headache. Fresh, clean, bright, very airy, definitely floral to me, so this leans feminine. I cannot imagine a man wanting to spray this on himself. Definitely a warm weather perfume, something you can wear casually without having to think too much. If you like the likes of Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, Chanel Chance Automne, Lanvin Seclat Dior Page, Marc Jacobs Daisy, this is definitely up your alley. By the Fireplace is hands down the best seller in this line. Definitely a cold weather, cold season perfume. This smells sweet, smoky, woody, ambery, warm, and cozy. This to me is a masculine leaning perfume as this is rich and heavy on that smoky, woody accord. Having said that, I know a lot of women enjoy wearing this perfume. I will keep my samples, I think I have about 3 of this now, to try when I get the chance to travel to a sufficiently cold place. I'm super curious how this smells in the cold. As for us here in the Philippines, I think this will smell quite appropriate for cold December and January nights. On a man mostly, and perhaps layered with some fresh spices to brighten up the composition. And I would maybe control the sprays. Bubble Bath smells to me like a soapy coconut perfume, although personally, I would not pick this scent for a bubble bath. This to me smells feminine. The soap in here is the creamy smelling ones like Dove maybe or Olay soap, something with a lot of moisturizing ingredients that a woman would usually care to use. I do not smell a lot of the lavender, the rose, and the jasmine, none of the patchouli as well, or any of the citrus in the opening. This to me is mostly soap and coconut, a little musky as this dries down. Does this remind me of a bubble bath? Yes. Do I want this as a perfume? Nope. I'd get an actual relaxing bubble bath and spray something afterwards. But that's just me. Whispers in the Library. If you love the smell of dusty old books, yellowed pages, leather bound, in the archive section and are looking for those scents here, look elsewhere. As a person who spent a great amount of time in libraries, I was a bit disappointed smelling this one. This is essentially a vanilla perfume, woody and boozy with spices thrown in. I do not get any library smell in here at all, but I like the scent nonetheless. The name is definitely a misnomer, but I can imagine this scent to be an easy reach for cooler autumn, early winter days. On a cool rainy night locally, this will do quite well as well. Great as a date night perfume too, and perfectly unisex in my honest opinion. This kinda reminds me of a very faint deep dry down of Nishan Annie. Lazy Sunday Morning. This to me smells more like a bubble bath than Replica's bubble bath. This is very soapy, clean, fluffy, and comforting, and the memory this is supposed to evoke is the scent of freshly washed cotton sheets on a lazy Sunday morning. And I do get that. You know how clean sheets smell in fancy hotels, especially when you have time to notice because you're staying for vacation and not for work? That's what I get. This is so good if you're a fan of Narciso for Her in the pink bottle. Make that a little less rosy and this is what you get. There's a cozy, musky powderiness to this, very comforting like a warm blanket enveloping you on a cold day. This is very easy to like, very pleasant, great for every day. There's a hint of sweetness somewhere in there, definitely making this smell more feminine to me. Staying power is a lot less than Narciso Rodriguez for sure, and I do think that if you own Narciso, this is redundant to own. Plus, I think Narciso is better value for the performance. Now, let me show you 4 more fragrances from Replica that I happen to have samples of or a bottle of. The only Replica fragrance I have in full bottle is Matcha Meditation. This is a 30ml bottle. I didn't think I needed a bigger one. I just quickly want to say that I adore the bottle, inspired by old apothecary bottles, complete with cloth label with typewritten information, and there's no cap on this one. To be very honest, I went back and forth with this perfume. I probably sampled this more than 10 times before finally deciding on this bottle. Mainly because I couldn't place this fragrance. To be very honest, I don't know when I will ever need to smell like strong green tea. Matcha, if you do not know already, is powdered green tea made from the same leaf as sencha or loose leaf green tea, but only the youngest 2 leaves are utilized and made into matcha, such that it has a richer grassy flavor. And that matcha greenness, almost devoid of sweetness, is what's in this fragrance. Smelling this, you can almost taste that green tea in your tongue. A straightforward green tea scent, almost exclusively that vegetal matcha note alone, such that I purchased this bottle mostly for layering. This is great to mix with other tea scents that need a little boost of green tea. Love this with Princess by Kilian and Tiazura from Guerlain. The other notes listed in here honestly do not come through much on me. For example, that white chocolate leaves a little sweetness but nothing creamy, or chocolate is sweet if that's what you're after. The jasmine on me only comes through in the dry down when the scent is much more faded. Does this scent evoke relaxation and meditation? Honestly, not to me. But the green tea here is perfect to layer with. Next up is Coffee Break. Standout notes to me are definitely lavender, creamy coffee, and vanilla, and a little bit of spice here and there. What makes this cozy, relaxing, and comforting is, I believe, the lavender note in here. The smell of coffee is very much in the background and only really noticeable on initial spray. In the dry down, I get sweet vanilla mixed with soapy lavender mostly, and it's a scent you can associate with relaxation. Lavender generally has that feel and vibe. This perfume is going to want to make you stop for a bit and enjoy a little peace and quiet, rainy day or not. Flower Market is probably the first Replica I've ever tried. I have here a small decant. I got this a while back from before Replica has a retail kiosk over here. If you like the smell of fresh flowers and not just the petals, but the leaves, the stems, and even the scent of the stamen where the pollen and the nectar are, the whole flower essentially, this is for you. I know people get white florals mainly. I, however, get the smell of fresh flowers in general. I don't feel like there's one floral note that stands out to me. This as a replica of a Flower Market, they nailed it here. Reason why I never got a full bottle is because this is way too floral for my liking, and I don't mean that in a negative way. This is for the person who loves the smell of a bouquet of fresh flowers. Totally feminine leaning, this one. Autumn Vibes is the second to the newest addition to the Replica line. I believe they recently came out with the newest one. This came out in late 2021 and is supposed to evoke autumn. I'm probably not the best judge of the smell of autumn. I've only experienced the season once for about 10 days, so I will sniff this for the fragrance that it is. First few minutes of spray will kinda remind you somehow of Santal 33, and then it goes away quickly to be replaced by a very woody and smoky scent reminiscent of by the Fireplace from the same brand. But with the sweetness toned down, no chestnut, and the burning wood smokiness here is dialed down by half, so it is less choky to me. Will I wear this as a fragrance? Probably not, unless this is layered with something else. I would, however, love this on a candle as a fragrance to fill a room, but on me, probably not. This leans masculine to my nose, but more unisex than by the Fireplace. Nonetheless, longevity about 4 hours, but I haven't sprayed this a lot, so maybe more when oversprayed. Locally, a 30 ml bottle retails for 4,350 pesos. The 100 ml for 8,150 pesos. The 165 gram candle retails for 3,950 pesos and is only available at Rustan's at the moment. Alright, you guys. 14 fragrances. I hope this pretty much gave you an idea what to expect of replica fragrances. Do share your favorite replica perfumes down below in the comments and why you like them. And if you do not care for them at all, do share why. I personally am not too crazy for a lot of these fragrances, but I definitely love the bottle design, and this will make for great sentimental gifts for yourself and people you've shared memories with. I thank you all for joining me today. Please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and be notified of future videos. Take care, you all. Smell your absolute best, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!